Englewood Mayor Michael Wilde's here with perhaps Englewood's most extraordinary and more provocative citizen in the middle of a pandemic.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Sabin is one of the more distinguished sculptors and has been designated by the World War I Monument Commission to bring a relief to life. You have to follow the story of a father who says goodbye to a young daughter and then brings an extraordinary story, including the PTSD and the post-war experience to life. What's it like to be working in a pandemic on a historic experience like this?
I'm going to be honest, I'm thriving, and I don't mean to,
it's got your energy.
Disparage all the suffering that's going on out there. But the isolation has allowed me to focus on the project in a way that really brings us all as a group to a higher level of intensity and determination to succeed in a time that's difficult.
It's the same kind of intensity and personal drive that soldiers may have had at the same time.
Yeah.
When there was no social media, when there was a pandemic just around the time that there was a war, right?
Yeah.
1918.
That's right.
And they didn't talk about the experience. I had grandparents and great-grandparents, and it was kind of something they lived through. Now with social media, we talk through it.
Yeah,
But this snapshot in time that you have.
Well, we received 2 weeks ago the rest of the sculpture, and I'm very much looking forward to actually putting you in as one of the characters. We're going to put you in as this figure here, this charging figure in the battle scene.
Well, he's a little heavier than I look.
No, although
I've been in pandemic, I haven't been making good nutritious choices.
We can, fix the clay a little bit.
You're gonna fix it.
I will use my surgical tools.
That's right. That's wonderful. So there are. Tell us a little bit in broad speak. When is this due? How much time do you need on each figure?
Well, the first 11 figures get shipped back to the UK at the Foundry August 14th. And then we begin the battle scene, which will be about all the way from that part to this, which is about a year. And then from the end of the battle scene till the end, another year and a half. So we're looking at a completion date of the sculpting in the Englewood studio of spring of 2023, and then an installation on Armistice Day, which is November 11th in Washington, D.C., a block and a half from the White House.
In 2023.
That's right.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, in the city of Englewood. A snapshot in time when America stepped out of its own experience and got into the world play on the cusp of a pandemic in the 1918. And here we're living in 2020, 100 years
after.
Later, going through some of the experience, and he's thriving, the energy that he has to bring out the character. I've seen some of them. You had your own daughter as one of the figures.
The daughter is the first and the last figure of the whole relief.
Right. She sees the father go off to battle.
Right.
And then when he comes back.
She receives his helmet, and obviously she's the next generation, which is World War II.
And this father, who's spending the time in a shuttered experience with his daughter,
from her,
does it change your mindset or give you a better appreciation for the sacrifice of these soldiers?
Yes, it does, very much so. Yeah.
What a treat for us to host this moment of history.
Thank you.
It goes to London or to England then and is cast in bronze and then is brought back to Washington, where it will sit for 1,000 years next door to the White House. So we are making history during historic times, and we wish you, your family, Godspeed, and thank you for making Englewood part of this.
Thank you very much. We'll have to hit elbows first.
That's right. God bless. Thank you.